If the Western Hemisphere were a small town, then Unitas would be a walk around the block.
You really can't influence your neighborhood unless you're out there. You can't stay in your own backyard. You've got to be present. You've got to go see people. You've got to be seen.
And the U.S. military members are seen as fighters and friends.
A lot of the other navies, the Chileans, the Peruvians, the Ecuadorians, the Colombians, we've did operations with them and our Marines, and it's a good learning experience to see how their navies work and how their Marines work, and you know, if anything ever happens, we know how we could work together.
But Unitas isn't just for the military. South American civilians also get to know their neighbors to the north.
People are stunned. They're really stunned by what all we have and what all we can do. Especially they're stunned with females and what they can do.
They just like to know Americans. You know, they think that we have, like, you know, such a upbeat type of lifestyle, and just, you know, to get to know us would be like pretty great.
Everyone knows the Unitas deployment helps keep that friendly relationship between the United States and South American navies. But what does it do for South American countries' relationships with each other?
There have been historical animosities between these countries, so it's real important for them to exercise together, and we see ourselves as sort of a catalyst in that effort. The fact that we're there sort of encourages them to invite their neighbors and helps build these relationships.
But it's taken 38 years of Unitas to get to the point where some South American countries are willing to operate with their neighbors. Chile, for example, does not.
What's happening right now is, maybe it's not the right term, but I'd say it's a sort of competition. Everybody wants to do their best and wants to be like the best Navy that operates with the U.S. Navy.
Well, nothing wrong with a little healthy competition, but cooperation will also serve the continent well in the future.
I think everybody understands that we're sort of going to a world community of trade, and as we break down the, in some cases, historical animosities, we increase trade, and that's very good for our country, something that we want to do.
One pack getting off, two packs getting on.
Everywhere the Unitas fleet stops, most people are impressed with the might of our equipment and the professionalism of our sailors and Marines. And then there are some who think Unitas is just a big party. But now, can you really blame them? These kids live in the Arturo Prat Orphanage in Valparaiso, Chile. All they know is that the United States cares about them, and that's enough.
Oh, I love it. This is what I joined the Navy for. This is it. This is it. Doing something for the kids. You know, they're orphans, and I bet you they kind of feel left out sometimes. So when we come out here, it makes it feel special for the day.
This visit by the Atlantic Fleet Performance Band is part of Project Handclasp. Private agencies and corporations donate supplies like blankets, paint, and food, and the U.S. military distributes it.
What we do operationally when we're out at sea, we can reinforce when we're in port by contributing these supplies and these materials.
It made me feel real good, do my good deed for the day, just to experience new experiences and watch the little kids, love little kids.
They love us very much, and they take care of us, but voluntarily.
Sometimes it's hard to tell who's having a better time.
We get to play our music, have a lot of fun, see them dance, and have a great time. It makes us happy. As you can see, we get crazy because, you know, when they're having fun, we have fun, and that's what it's all about.
Getting out into the local area on Liberty is another opportunity for sailors and Marines to find out what South America is really like.
There's places here that I'll never ever get to see if I was just back in the rear or whatever. Just only dream about, well, I'd like to go there someday, and now I'm here.
You get out, you see this huge city, and you're like, okay, where do you go?
Wherever they went in Chile, sailors found a country that was more cosmopolitan than they thought it would be.
Chile has been doing fine, I mean, the last 20 years, whatever. And we're just building up our culture, we're developing our civilization, we're getting our economics up, our politics is doing fine. It's working.
Now let's face it, we're all in this hemisphere together, and if anything ever happens, we need to know that we can work that way.
A typical Unitas deployment group or task group spends more time underway than a battle group in the Mediterranean. We spent, last year I think it was 70% of the time the ships were underway. So although we get to visit some fabulous places, it really is very intense operations.
But Unitas doesn't just show the Navy we can work together with other countries, but close together, really close together.
This underway replenishment is one of the most intricate operations at sea, period. Never mind when there's a language barrier. The signalmen on board are responsible for breaking it. Some small talk warms them up before the official commands start.
Everybody has their own techniques, and we just want to get their techniques down before we start a real message or a real situation, so we won't go, oh my gosh, what are we doing? We can't read them, so you got to get down first before anything.
1, 2, 3, 4.
A mistake while thousands of gallons of fuel are being pumped from one ship to another could be devastating, but this kind of pressure is something the crew has come to expect and even enjoy.
Every time we do any type of operation, we love it. We love it. Doesn't matter what kind of operation we do or who we're doing it with.
Although Unitas began 38 years ago as an anti-submarine warfare exercise, it has grown to include surface, air, amphibious, and special warfare. Something new this year, riverine raiders and a marine task force that offers counter-drug training on the rivers.
A lot of the traffic that goes on in these countries, it's riverine in nature because of the extensive networks of rivers that they have. So it's very important to train, at least for them, in that kind of environment.
Even for operations that aren't so new, performing them in another country keeps things from becoming routine.
And you get face to face with people of different cultures, things like that. It's just not going out in the bush and, you know, whipping up on your own guys. You can, it's good cross training with other countries.
I'd just like to mention the people at Tidewater that I think their sailors and Marines are doing a really super job, not only at sea doing very intense operations, but also in port, being fabulous ambassadors of our country. As I said, they put forth really the best part of our country, and the South Americans come away with a real appreciation of what a wonderful country the United States is.
Aboard USS Whidbey Island off the coast of South America, Carrie Mattson, WAVY News 10.